Hello everyone, this is Sue from California Canoe and Kayak and the Kayak Fishing team. Today we're going to learn how to replace a broken MD180 kick-up spine. We're going to go through the parts and go through the step how to do this. Now, let's start. Alright, so you need some tools to do this. Well, one is a rubber mallet. This will be helpful. Some Allen wrench. I have a set, so sometimes you need multiple, so having a set is important. And a 7/16 wrench here to remove your nuts. So that's basically it. And this is also a good time to lube your spine and your drive. So I have some here, some Hobie lube, some off-the-shelf lube, and of course I also have some marine grease that we can use. So the first thing we want to do is to remove the crankset from the spine. The crankset is held on by this chain assembly and the idler cable. So we're going to remove the chain assembly. All I do is remove one side. I don't have to remove both sides of the chain assembly and the idler cable. So let's start. Remove, just, take some time. Just be patient. All right, before you remove your drum from your drum shaft, there are drum bearings in here that you don't want to lose. If you do lose, of course you can purchase some, but you don't need to. So, and like remember that I said you don't have to remove both sides, just one side, then you have half the work to do later. Sizing, you remove. The next thing I do is I'm going to move the shifter tendon, so basically the reverse and forward pull. If you want to keep your Okay, so the next thing I do is I'm going to, before I remove the drum shaft, I'm going to remove the idler pulley first. Inside here, there are some bearings, a little bit shorter than our drum bearings. So keep them separate. You will notice if they're incorrect size. So while I was replacing the drive, I noticed a couple of things. One is the idler cable got stretched out. So when you're replacing your drive, replacing your part, make sure if your idler cable, your chain assembly have the plastic cover part crack and stretch out. You want to replace that as well. Get some lube in here. It's a little dry. So when you're putting on your idler pulley, there is two parts, so there you want to face it correctly. There's a flat side and there's one with a little knob on it, and the knob always come closer to face you or closest to you. So we're gonna have to remove the drum shaft. So and then we'll put it back into the one that came in right here. Rubber mallet. Use some force. So this is damaged, so I'm not going to care much about it. So I'm going to just bang it up. And I will use a piece of, generally I have a little wood round, so I'm going to put it down to prevent me from knocking into, nice floor that you may have. Yes, I just banged it right there. Because it's broken, so I don't care if it's going to break, so that's it. I start slowly. Now I'm gonna come and look, make sure. So, I help hold it down so I have flat this space so that I have some pressure. If you want, put one on the other side, right here. So then you have two spots. And then just easily, and that's it. There you go. You have your drum spine right in there. And next thing, I'll basically kind of reverse what I do. So the next thing I'm going to do is put my drum assembly here back onto the drum shaft. And I like to grease this up now. So again, like remember, it's a good time to grease all your parts or moving parts. So I just put a little marine grease until I get a nice round spot. So when you're putting in on the chain assembly, you need to find the center of these little teeth. And the teeth is a little bit more square. The center is a little more square compared to the other one. And you also want to make sure that it's centered. 15 of these chains, so I put on the 7th. So making sure that is center. So when you're replacing the nut, the nylock nut, put some removable Loctite, normally blue color. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you learned something new. Learn how to put your drive back together. If you need parts, need some help, please come to one of our shops.
Come visit our store in beautiful Redwood City, where we have everything you need to get started. Our helpful staff will get you situated and answer any questions you may have. If you are in the East Bay, come check out our brand new store in beautiful Brooklyn Basin. From SUPs to PFDs, our shop has everything you need, and our friendly staff will get you situated and in the water in no time.